Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Shai, by Shem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word and sincerely and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right. And I'm going to start on Mark 3. It says, Mark 3 and 23, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? See, these scribes and Pharisees was accusing Yahweh Shai of actually being or getting his spiritual power from Satan. All right, so they deemed him evil. All right, and the point that Yahweh Shai ended up making is, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. So what Yahweh Shai was saying is, if I got my power from Satan, why would I be casting out demons? Right? But the point that I really wanted to get was, and if a house be divided, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So with that being said, I seen this on RT News as well. Russia-NATO relations degrading, causing global security to decline. All right. NATO and the EU being the beast. All right. The beast is divided against itself, man. So the power structure cannot stand. All right. Just like in America, man. America's divided against each other, So of course it's not going to stand, man. All right, so now it's beef between all these world leaders, man. And when world leaders, quote unquote world leaders, when they start beefing, what they do? War. All right, World War III, man. All right, but it says Russia is ready to work with NATO despite the alliance's build up near its borders and unfounded claims of a Russian threat. All right, they don't trust each other, man. It says, but all of the Moscow proposals are falling on deaf ears. Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu has warned, everything isn't just halted, but degrading every year. Shoigu told Russia One broadcaster when asked about current state of Russia-NATO relations. All right, so what he's saying is it's getting worse and worse, man. And the relationship between somebody get worse and worse, the relationship ends, man. All right, but it's not like a regular day-to-day relationship. They fighting for, dominance, I guess, if you will, even though they all going down. But it says there was quiet, active cooperation between Russia and the bloc just 5 years ago. But now our partners, along with the U.S., of course, are withdrawing from the most of the agreements. The security space is getting narrower and narrower, he pointed out. NATO is reluctant to work with Russia, even on such a pressing issue as fighting terrorism in Syria, the minister said. We keep saying that we'll do everything faster and more effective together, but all we could agree upon is avoiding some kind of incident between our aviation and the aviation of the coalition. Russia's new ambassador to the UK, Andrea Kalin, recently addressed the country's ties with NATO, saying that the U.S.-led military bloc has a lot of inertia in its work. It's going along the lines that have been assigned years ago. The Cold War ended decades ago. See the Cold War being brought up. And we know the Cold War, all right, was between, then the Soviet Union, which is Russia, and the U.S., man. All right, and that's the spirit that's getting brought back. All right, that Russia's going to get back in that Cold War spirit, all right. And this is Ezekiel 38. I'm just going to hop to 4. Ezekiel 38 and 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and them handling swords. All right. Now this is speaking on Russia. All right, when it says, I didn't read too, but Gog and Magog. All right, and when it say I will put hooks in thy jaws, meaning turn them back into what? That Soviet Union spirit. All right, nobody is willing to take America's shit anymore, man. Cause you see in that article, it was subbing America the whole time, and of course the U.S. And at the end of the article, which I'm gonna finish, they bring up the Cold War. All right, hopping back to verse 4 when it says, even a great company with bucklers and shields and them handling swords. All right, they're getting war ready. All right, it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. All right, now I'm gonna hop to 7. It says, be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. All right, so Russia is over there playing big brother, man. It's like America does with the Israelis, man. All right. But it says the Cold War ended decades ago, but somehow NATO continues to work against us in a confrontational move, he said in an interview with RT's Going Underground program. All right, so he's saying NATO is being the aggressor, man. All right. It says confrontation is dangerous, and new monies, which are being allocated to so-called defense, but in fact, it's for a buildup of our magments along our borders. This doesn't bring the tente, and this is bad for European security. All right, Keelan said. All right, so just more tension, more war talk between the nations, man. All right, you see, and going back to Mark 3, all right, a house that's divided against itself cannot stand. All right, NATO and the EU, all right, the beast system, they all divided, man. You know what I'm saying? So eventually everybody's gonna break off. People, of course, people gonna still have allies, all right? And like the scriptures say, the beast shall hate the whore. America's gonna end up being to blame, and getting blown off the face of the earth. All right. I just wanted to make that quick video. I hope it was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.